in the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. But man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. To the air, it's Milroe. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Ballard. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Pass caught. Second down now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry up. To throw, it's Howard. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on fourth down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about in the first half, this back is having a big day.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Howard. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Hand off to the single back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. He stays alive. He's moving out of the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here first and goal. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they pass with a chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just sprints into the end zone. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT gives them a 10-point lead, 17-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. To throw, it's Howard. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up 1st down yardage.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Important second down play coming up. He's going to hand this off. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Now somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Smith. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Looking to pass here on second down. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. In the final minute here, you'd expect them to take a knee and just secure the victory. But will they? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. A running play called on 4th down. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.